Hello my crochet friends, this is Lady Jana and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about crochet chain in a row. What is a crochet chain and does it count as a stitch? If you would like to learn more, please keep on watching. If you look at this work, you will notice these. These are the turning chain. Those are very important because it will raise your work to the level of the next stitch. So depending on the next stitch you'll be making depends on how many chains you'll do. Example, if you're going to be doing a single crochet, your turning chain is 1 chain. If you're going to be doing a half double crochet, your next turning chain can be either 1 chain or 2 chain. It depends. For the double crochet, the turning chain can be 2 chains or 3 chains. Also, one more question we do have is, does the turning chain count as a stitch? The answer is yes and no. It's based on the personal preferences of the pattern designer and the look they are trying to achieve. Because of this, it is crucial that you go over each pattern's note before beginning a new project. If it is not mentioned, then it is your preference. So let's dive into this deeper. I do have a little chart here about the stitches. The turning chain doesn't count, or does it not count? So the single crochet for the turning chain is just 1. It never counts. There is no example that I found that the turning chain for a single crochet counted as a stitch. For the double crochet, it's 3 stitches. In this case, they can. If it doesn't count, then it's 2 stitches. For the treble crochet, yes, it can count as long as you do four chains. If it doesn't count, just do 3. The first thing I'm going to show you is when your turning chain counts as a stitch. Let's do our slip knot and a foundation chain. Our foundation chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my foundation chain is 11 chains because I want to create 10 single crochet. When I turn, I'm going to skip a chain and start my single crochet because this is my turning chain. Turning chains included in the foundation, they never count as a stitch. We're going to move our foundation chain to the side, skip 1, and we're just going to grab the side loop and we're going to start creating our single crochet, and we do 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10 single crochet in our row. To help you visualize better, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a stitch marker in the last just made. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. We turn. Since this counts as a double crochet, we're going to skip this first stitch and we're going to continue on the second one. So this is 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then our last one is 10. So if we look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the top of this chain right here is 10. So let's do another row. Let's do the same thing. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Let's turn. And we know that we're not going to go into this first stitch because this is our first stitch. We're going to do on the second one. And we count 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the last stitch is the chain 3 stitch that we made. Now, how do we enter our crochet into that stitch? If you look at it, you have to go through the chain loop. There's a little loop on top. You have to grab through the loop like this. Okay. Through the loop. So this is how it looks like. Let's do another one, but this time it does not count. Let's place this aside. Let's do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So let's skip one and we're going to start our row of single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to place a stitch marker so you can visualize better. I just placed my stitch marker in the last stitch that I just made, but this time we're not going to count it. Since we're not going to count our chain turn, I'm only going to do 2 chains. 1, 2. I'm going to turn. And then where my stitch marker is, that is my first stitch. And that is where I'm going to do my first double crochet because this will not count. And also the reason why I only do 2 instead of 3 is because if I do 3, it's going to create a hole. So our first double crochet into the first stitch. And we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is how our row looks like. If we compare it to this, okay, this is where I started my first double crochet. And if we look at this one, this is where I started my first double crochet. So this actually is part of the double crochet. Considered a double crochet. So this is our chain that does not count. but this is our chain that counts. So let's continue and turn this again. Do 2, we turn, and then we do our first double crochet into the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Our chain 2 is right here and we don't touch it. This is the difference between the two. This is the one that it does count, and this is the one that it doesn't count. Both pieces look the same. The only thing is they're done differently depending on if you count the chain turn or if you don't. Again, this is preference when the pattern does not specify if it does or does not count, but make sure to always read the pattern so the author or the creator tells you exactly how this is worked. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourself a great day. Take care. See you in the next video. Bye.